Yeah, hello everyone. This is Balram Maganti, CEO of Games Media Private Limited, and we have here with us Suchita Sanjay from Mysore. She's a clinical hypnotherapist and a mindset coach. Uh, we would be talking about how her journey into clinical hypnotherapy and how she's helping hundreds of people overcome their mental issues. So, what we are going to talk here are these points, like what are the most pressing concerns people face regarding mindset or mental health, and number two, what led Suchita to choose to be a hypnotherapist, and three, what are the challenges that she faced while becoming a hypnotherapist, and at the same time, what challenges she faces while helping other people. Yeah, over to you, Suchita.
Thank you so much, Balram, for having me over in your podcast. I would be more than happy to answer your questions. So, yeah, we can start.
Yeah, so Suchita, like what is it that what exactly you do in clinical hypnotherapy or as a mindset coach? What exactly is your role and how are you helping people?
So, in hypnotherapy, the main practice is to understand the root cause.
Okay.
Often, what happens is not understanding the root cause. Many people say they feel stuck, but they do not know exactly to pinpoint where they are stuck.
Okay.
So, during hypnosis, what happens is they're in the most meditative state, the alpha. So,
Okay.
they're able to identify the root cause when we ask them specific questions related to their concern.
Okay.
So, for example, a person may say, right now, I just feel stuck. I'm not able to understand where I'm feeling stuck.
Okay.
And he may say, right now, I just have a lack of self love.
Okay.
But again, during hypnosis, what happens is the root cause of lack of self love is anger or hatred towards self.
Okay.
So, what happened in the past is very important to understand. And that is where they would have had this subconscious wiring in the mind that this is the issue they have faced. And that is why they're having these patterns in them.
Okay. Okay.
So once that is understood, rewiring of the mind or reframing of the mind is done in the same hypnotic state. It is because when it is done in that state, it is there to stay. So it is very transforming for anybody who goes through hypnosis. It is because they understand the root cause of their own troubles.
So hypnosis helps in understanding the root cause of their mental issue or
Mental
the
health issues. Yeah.
what trauma they're going through or whatever issues they're facing mentally.
Yes.
Yeah. So, what is it that made you come into hypnotherapy from being a beauty salon owner or helping your better half in his chartered accountant firm?
Yeah.
What made you come into this?
Well, there were some of the soul calling moments. So it was after 33 years that I met one of the friends from earlier my childhood. And she said, I
Okay.
wanted to be once in my lifetime. And I was just asking her why. So she said that way back when we were just 10 years old, she joined our school and she could not she could not get support, especially with a language. So
Okay.
that's, and I said, I'll be there to help you. So she said, I wanted to meet you just once and I wanted to, thank you for it. So that was one of the moments which led me to think if I could have helped somebody when I was just 10 years old, what am I doing
Hmm.
in my life?
True.
So that was one of the incidents. I just kept searching because I came from a commerce background. So I really didn't know whether I could do the psychology. That was in my late 40s and how do I go about it? So there were so many things that were just holding me back. But I did not stop searching. I kept searching. But then I could not find anything for nearly 6 months. Then later on, there was a state where I met another person and I felt that as soon as I saw that person, I felt this wave of thought come to me, which I could not have any control over. And that is, I hope this person is not struggling with cancer because I could see so much of suppression in the face.
Okay. Okay.
And within 3 days, I get to know that this person is actually struggling with cancer. And that was when it was another bolt on my face, saying, what am I doing with my life? I'm able to make out certain things. I know I can. I had this empathy quotient in me right from my childhood, because there were people who would come and confide with me. They would either find solace or solution from the beginning. But I
Okay.
had thought of this before, I could use counseling as a profession. So so it came so late that, um, again, like that night when I realized that this person had cancer, that was when I was really crying myself to sleep, and I was trying to search the social media, and I wanted to see what I can learn. So at that time, normally I would never click on my teacher's face. So I learned from Marisa Peer, I'm trained in rapid transformational therapy, which
Okay.
is hybrid therapeutic approach and combines the best principles of neuroscience, which is like neuro linguistic programming, CBT, psychotherapy, hypnotherapy, regression, and other modalities of healing. So that day it was just a click by chance.
Oh,
So when the content opened, it was then that I realized, okay, this is the right fit for me. And I just decided, okay, I'll take this course and start helping people. That is how my journey as a hypnotherapist began.
wonderful, wonderful. So it's like you had that innate inner strength of seeing people what they're going through, and I think that pushed you into going into this clinical hypnotherapy. That's
Yeah.
wonderful.
So it was the itcha that it was there
Yeah,
always, but
yeah,
then it all kind of came to place at maybe the desired time, or the timing, divine timing.
yeah. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. So, since when have you been doing this hypnotherapy and mindset coaching?
Since 2020.
Oh,
Yeah.
wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So, and how many people have you helped in your this short journey of 4 years?
So far, I've helped over 400 people from 8 different countries.
Wow, that's great. That's great. So you're an international therapist.
Yes.
Yeah, that's great because from eight different countries. So is it only like Indian origin people, or you also have the other people, kind of people also coming, the foreigners or coming, or it's only Indian origin people who are your clients?
I have a blend of all, like even Indians and other country people.
Oh, wonderful. That's great. That's great, Suchita. I think you can really go to the very next level of doing this. And now with social media being there, and I've seen your content on your Instagram account. This wonderful content that you put out, and I'm sure you'll be keep getting a lot more customers and clients, or people whom you can change their lives. Whose lives you can change because of your therapy.
Yeah, and that's the intention. I just want to add a value to their life. That's it.
Yeah, yeah. So, can you tell us more, like what exactly you help? I mean, how? I mean, you might be getting different kinds of people, different issues,
Yeah.
right? I just want to understand how you help them in a brief way. I mean, and also because it's so much of an overload for you as a hypnotherapist. I'm sure because you need to listen to so much of stuff. I mean, so much of agony of the other person. And how do you also, because you need to be also very physically and mentally fit. So
Yes.
can you tell the other part and also this part, like, because only then you can be a winner and you can help others win, right?
So let me take the first part of the question. What is the main pressing concern that people face of late?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
the main thing is scarcity mindset,
Okay.
which stems from the feeling I'm not good enough, or nothing is easily available to me, I do not have enough time, I do not feel worthy, or I do not have good relationships in my life, I cannot have good health, or I cannot be at peace. So these, and also feelings like I do not fit in,
Okay.
I do not belong. So all this is a packaged thing that comes, and more than anything, lack of self love, lack of self esteem, lack of self worth, and also fear.
Okay.
Fear is also growing like a pandemic these days. So, fear of being judged, fear of rejection, fear of failure. So, fear of success is also something that some people do have. And fear of not belonging or fitting in is also something that people face as issues.
No, true. I think all of us have gone through that. Like I also gone through all these what you mentioned. Like suddenly you feel, oh man, I'm getting rejected by clients. You wonder, oh man, how will the next month go, or how will the next year go? Will I be able to do all these issues? I'm looking at it as a business kind of thing,
Yeah.
or or how's my daughter going to do well? Is she going to study well? How am I going to fund her education? I think all these things, as you said, all these fears or thinking. Sometimes you feel like, "Hey, why the hell am I not getting?" You wonder all those things, right?
Yeah. So all of us go through this.
Yeah, yeah,
So this is where hypnotherapy and mindset coaching will help a person to be get a little more resilient and stronger uh,
yeah.
in life situations. So another part of your question was how do I take care of myself because I'm handling so many people's.
Yeah. That's very important.
So earlier, I think I used to get a little exhausted if I had to listen to one client for 3 hours in a day. So this after doing the 64-day yoga challenge, I must say that my ability to have good energy has increased.
Okay.
And so many meditative practices which we have learned from Guruji in the challenge has helped me to keep me in good energy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So for me, meditation is the go-to.
Wonderful, wonderful. So you're doing meditation, and also I think you're telling your clients
Yes,
also to do meditation. That's
yes.
wonderful. That's
Yeah.
wonderful. That's wonderful. That's great. And how has your journey been for the last 4 years? In the sense, initially you would have get. I mean, when you started off, though you got trained well, and how did you start getting people? I mean, you started putting out content, or it was through word of mouth?
Yeah. So here is the challenge actually. What happened was I completed the course. I was very happy that I completed the course.
Okay.
But then came the challenge. How do I put myself out there and start letting people know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I was not tech savvy
Okay.
and I was very averse to social media.
It's good that you're so much. Your content is good.
So the trick is to start making them familiar.
Okay.
I was, as a person, I'm very private, so I would never even put a single picture of mine in the social media.
Okay.
So I have also been trained under different coaches. So one
Yeah.
of my coach, I used to all just put messages and just leave it.
Okay.
So afterwards, when I was getting trained under one coach, she just asked me this very profound question, and that is, is your purpose greater than your limitation?
True.
So when I was asked that question, that was when I decided, okay, I have to get over this, and I have to start putting myself out there because by putting myself out there, I may be helping somebody.
True. I mean, that's the reason why you started doing it. Then your
Yes,
purpose is that.
yes.
So you
So
were not taking action. Now you start, and then you started taking action.
yes. So in fact, I broke that by taking up a challenge. Like again, there.
Yeah.
I'll do something that is not familiar to me and make it familiar. That was the challenge that I took up. And that was the
True.
21 of posting a post every day for 21 days, which is less than 1 minute. So I know the span now on social media is just 7 seconds. So yeah, it may be lesser now. So I decided, okay, I'll start doing that. And I've always kept my videos slightly shorter within a minute and try to convey as much as possible within that time. So, in fact, I've had people telling, I was going through this particular issue today. And when I saw your video, I was able to connect and I was able to come to a solution. So, this
True.
is what, I started feeling okay. I started feeling good that it's
Yeah.
okay to be out there because the purpose is greater.
Yeah. See, your purpose you had, you went into action mode. You learned knowledge. Your 21-day challenge, you took it upon yourself, and you put out those reels or whatever recordings, videos on your Instagram page. And that's how now I think you are mastering it. I mean, obviously, as you know how to put the hook, and you will talk about how you help people, and obviously a person who's going through that issue will immediately get connected with you, and that's when he or she will connect with you, right? That's how it is.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
also it's a gentle nudge to the people that I was also there some time ago.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I can help you be here.
Yeah, true, true, true. It's everyone. It's just that you are coming out, you're in a professional way to help people overcome their mental issues and so that they can live a better life. I mean, everyone wants to do that.
Yeah.
As you said, everyone gets bogged down by the fears, the sense of lack, or having not confidence due to so many reasons. The main thing I feel is communication again. Communication.
Communication. And
Communication.
the most important thing that right now people are facing is anxiety, stress, and depression, because there's a lot of social alienation that they do. They're mostly inbound and they don't try to get out. And there's also
Yeah.
lack of sunlight, because this was a very important revelation that after I got into the yoga challenge, I realized the importance of sunlight, and I'm giving
True.
myself enough sunlight. And when I was attending to two cases, I realized that although I was attending to them for the last 5 to 6 months, always there would be something that they would come back with. And that is when I just asked this very important question: how much of sunlight do you get in your house or in your room?
Mm.
That was when they said, okay, in the particular room that I'm staying, there's no sunlight. And in
Mm.
the house, the flat that I'm staying, there's no sunlight. So once they started getting the sunlight, they started feeling much more better.
Yeah, because I'll tell you, my daughters were in the UK, and in winters it gets very gloomy.
Yeah.
And so there's a lot of cloud, and it gets cold, and you know the sun hardly comes out, or even if it comes out only for a few hours, and again by 3-4 p.m. it gets dark during the winter. So it's always gloomy. So when it's too much of gloom out there, you'll feel down.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. So, as you said, sunlight, when you go into the sunlight, a bright sunshine happening after a
Yes.
cloudy day, you feel so good about it. You feel bright. So, I
Yeah.
think, as you said, sunlight is so important all over the world. Whatever sunlight people get, maybe in the northern part of a country, any country where it's very cold and sunlight is less, or the mountain ranges where sunlight is less. But whatever sunlight they get in the 2, 3 hours, 4 hours, people should go get it.
Yeah, absolutely. And people are also missing out on social connections.
Hmm.
They mostly hooked on to their uh,
Social media.
computers or whatever. So the lack of social connect is also leading to so many other mental health issues.
Yeah. I
After all,
think
we are
that.
social beings. We are tuned to be that way. So we should not miss out on that, is something that I have also realized
Yeah.
in my practice.
So the most important thing is be socially connected, right?
Absolutely.
Be socially connected. And this is a message I think you should give out, especially to the young generation, because most of them seem to be on their phones or computers in their rooms, not getting sunlight, not getting grounding, sleeping late. The whole cycle starts, and you could be having 18 years old, 20 years old, going into depression.
Yeah. There's a lot of mind fog and mind, it just goes for a toss.
Because if you remember when we were kids, maybe 30 years back, we used to go out in the sun. Whether in college or school, we used to play outside. We never had mobile devices. Only thing
Yeah.
was a TV, and that used to be in the evenings after going back home. And that too, if parents, after the homework was done, maybe half an hour TV.
Yeah.
But now you have OTT channels on the mobile devices, and I mean, it's always there, and people are having mobile phones from the 10th class onwards,
Yes.
or even lower, 8th class. So Uh, so they're losing the connect with the friends, with relatives, with cousins, all these things.
They're
So I
also
think,
losing connection with nature.
yeah. So we used to play out. We used to play
Yeah.
with the cricket, football. We used to go out on the roads and play,
Yeah.
or in the playground and play. Now, very few of the children are doing that. Very few of them.
Yeah. So I think the parents should start, first of all, get
Yeah,
and also involve their children outside, so that things will start changing.
I think it's the parents. I mean, because they think my child should be protected. That's true, but they forget how they were when in their childhood.
Yeah.
They would have played in the sun, they would have enjoyed it, gone out, met friends, met cousins, and you know, so which if the child is missing now, they feel, oh, it's a privilege, but actually they're ruining the child's mental health. I mean, this is what I feel.
Absolutely.
So I think
Absolutely.
you should come out more on that in your Instagram posts, talking about this, because the young generation, if they are good, only the future will be good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely. I will
yeah.
note
So
this.
yeah, I think you should do that. I mean, that's a point. Because I also keep telling I have two daughters, so I keep telling them go out. So they go play basketball
Mhm.
whenever they can, and they go into nature sometimes. So I tell them go into the sun, get sunlight, at least half an hour a day. You should get more, but at least go and get half an hour a day at least.
Yeah.
I keep telling them that. So I say don't be too much on your computers after say 9 o'clock, max 10 o'clock, because they're running a business. But I'm not being very harsh on them, but I keep telling them, reminding the people is the most important thing. That's what I feel. So you
Yeah.
also need to keep reminding people, hey, this is what has to be done on a regular basis.
Yeah. Absolutely. We'll do that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's wonderful. So what else can we understand, like about, for example, what were the challenges you faced while you were trying to become a hypnotherapist, and what are the challenges you face when you talk to the your clients when they come up with the problem, because you would be telling them a solution, but some of them might not follow it.
See, one thing is to have filters.
Okay, what does this filters mean?
That is on take people who are very serious about themselves.
Okay,
Only then can you help them. If I may give my 100%, but would the other person be ready to give their 100%?
yes, that's very important.
So it's very important to have those filters and make sure that you have the right questions in your questionnaire so that they get filtered out in the initial stages itself. Only
Okay,
people who are very serious about changing and transforming their lives and achieving purpose, a purpose-driven life or a
hmm.
goal-oriented life, only then it's good to spare your time.
Yeah, because they should take action of what you tell them. If they don't take
Yes.
action, then it's not
Otherwise,
done.
you're gonna waste your time as well as theirs. Because if they're not
Yeah,
serious about themselves, you cannot be serious too about.
yeah, very true.
Yeah. So it's very
And
important to have those filters and attend to people who are serious and have the guts to change their life.
yeah, true. The purpose, the action, and the learning, the knowledge. They have to learn. If you tell them something, they should understand. They should learn, implement,
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
then they would make good things about their life. I mean, they would be happy about their life, their future, right?
Yes, absolutely. So that's the thing that I normally follow.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So, what is the kind of age group of people who come to you as clients?
I've been trained to start attending to clients right from 9 years, but I do not take people below 18 years. And
Okay.
I attend to people from 18 years, and I do have clients who are 60 plus also.
Okay.
So that is the age group
But
that I have.
what have you noticed in terms of the age groups? Is it uh, between the 25 and 40s? You have more such people, I mean, who are facing issues, or is it like it's similar across age groups?
More between 25 to 40s, 50s, and
Okay.
a little lesser when they're a little older. Maybe the awareness amongst the older generations that, going through therapy is not a taboo has to be made familiar to them,
Okay.
because there is always an element of taboo that is attached in the older generations. Because
Yeah.
I've had friends who are in the 30s who will come to me and say, I've come to you, but I don't want none of my people in the family know, because they feel that coming to a therapist or taking counsel
Yeah.
is a taboo.
Yeah. True. True.
So I normally speak about this part in every podcast that I go to, because please make this counseling or going to therapists or seeking help and support is normal and it's not a taboo. So that is something that I think in the older generations that has to be made familiar. So that's why I make sure that I speak about this part. So more people from 25 to 45, they're very, comfortable coming to therapy, and
They're comfortable, and they also tell the friends or family that they're taking therapy. Do they do that?
not many,
Not
not many.
not many. Yeah, I think still it's taboo. I think The
Yeah.
society, I mean, I think India wide or worldwide, maybe in country like America, US, it's a little common. Maybe they tell the family at least, hey, she's going for therapy, he or she is going for therapy. But I think India
Yeah.
or the Asian countries, maybe it's still a little taboo. So maybe a very few close friends, or maybe the spouse would know only, or the parents would know only. I think that's how it is. I
I
think
think,
the taboo should be broken. I believe so.
yeah. Although it's there in some segments, and in many segments, it's already free. Like it's not that much of a
Okay.
taboo.
Okay.
They're
Okay.
free. They're open to it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Wonderful. 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 And you work from Monday to Saturday or Monday to Friday? How do you work, Suchita? What are your timings?
I work from Monday to Friday sometimes, and at times I take Saturday and Sunday off. But if there is something that I can't avoid, I do take on Saturdays also.
Okay.
So the timings are there in the booking link. Normally, that is how it is.
Okay.
So
So your booking, you have do it through your Instagram page, and how do you
yes,
do it? Or through your Facebook or landing, or do you have a landing page or a website?
yes, I do have a website, and
Okay.
it is all the booking link is attached in the Facebook page as well as the Instagram page, and my YouTube channel also has details of my web page. So
Okay.
you approach through that.
Yeah. So may I know what is the name of your website name, so that the general public would know it better?
It is www.suchitasanjay.com. So it's all
Wonderful.
in, yeah.
Yeah. So your name itself. You're the brand. That's
Yes.
wonderful. No, that's good. That's good. That's good. That makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. That's great. So, anything else you wish to tell to the public about uh, hypnotherapy or mindset coach? How you can help people become winners in their life?
One thing that I would definitely like to tell the audience is please do not hang on to your past.
Okay.
Make your present so beautiful because the present is a gift.
Yes.
And start setting your future in the present by having the right mindset so that your future
Mm.
even more beautiful.
Yes. Wonderfully said. Because past is gone. You can't live in the past. You're
Most of
living
these
now.
are because of the past.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I've told someone 20 years back, I remember it, or someone has told me if I remember it. You're getting hurt because of someone said something 20 years back.
Yeah. And it all happens because they're constantly reliving there. Not,
Yeah, true,
yeah.
true. That's wonderful. Yeah, that's true. And anything else, Suchita, before we sign off?
I just wish all of you have a great life with good purpose and also lots of love.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Suchita, for this wonderful, message that you've given, and for all the important inputs that you have given with regards to clinical hypnotherapy and how to have a winning mindset, how to not go into the past, live in the past, be in the present, forget the past because what is gone, and so that you can do better, have a good timeline for the future. And that's what you said, and it's interesting. I'm sure uh, we need people like you and who can help people come out of the traumas, the past traumas, and be winners in life. This is what I think.
Yes. Thank you, Balram, for giving me this space in your
Yeah,
channel. Thank you.
and thank you so much, Suchita, for coming and giving me time to be on this podcast. I'm sure more people after seeing this podcast would reach out to you, and so that you could help them come out as winners. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.